No, we'll talk a little later to Molly Hemingway. We had her on the old radio show a few times.
Oh, I admire Molly Hemingway. I wonder if she's related to Ernest.
And she was on a plane last night.
Don't tell me, because I'm going to ask her.
Where was she flying back from? I don't know. Donut lady.
Well, maybe her and Janine are like, who is it? It's James Garner and somebody else in that film for the Fight for Nabisco or Barbarians at the Gate. Or Disney Nabisco, I can't remember where they're both
yes,
on.
Barbarian. The Fight for Nabisco is a very different film.
But they're both on Learjets or Challengers or flying next to each other on their exercycles, looking out the window as they talk to try to close a deal. Have you ever seen that movie?
Barbarians at the Gate, yeah.
James Garner plays somebody who's an arbitrageur, and I can't remember who the other guy is, but they're trying to close a deal. I thought it's called Barbarians at the Gate. I thought it was either about Disney or Nabisco, which are both in the shortbread business. And
it is the fall of RJR Nabisco. It's just not called that.
Barbarians at the Gate, I thought.
Yes.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
What is Barbarians at the Gate? Somewhere that sticks in my head.
Well, that is the film. It's about Nabisco.
Well, what the fuck? How did I get tied in a knot by my own guy here? I'm trying to roll on a story. Obviously, you jump on a logic grenade. Next thing I know, I got my right foot up through my ass and tied around my neck. Pretzel logic. Steely Dan. Which one's
welcome. Dead? And Jonathan Pryce is the other guy in the film.
Oh, that's right. And there's a great scene where they're both on their jets and they're flying next to each other, which is a little weird. But, it's a movie. And they're both on exercise bicycles, looking out the window on cell phones, talking to each other as they fly alongside each other from coast to coast, literally the very definition of flyover country. And they're trying to negotiate a deal as they exercise on their planes, just to show, hey, the bourgeois need to be fit too. And by the way, that reminds me, I think that was an HBO film or TNT film. It was not a theatrical release, I don't believe. And sometimes there are little gems that you miss when they come out on what now is the prevalent platform. I'd say streaming is much bigger than theaters. But especially since, it's the Andromeda strain is upon us. Christ, how silly is this? I guess this is forever. You're going to see some people forever, and that's when you know you're dealing with a liberal. When you go to a funeral, it's an open casket, and they're still wearing the fucking mask after they croak. But there's a movie called RKO 281, I believe, which is the script number for Citizen Kane. Christian, this is where you jump in and fuck the story. You mean the man who...
You mean RKO 387,
you mean Patrick
Dennis?
Kane for the Blackhawks?
You're actually thinking of Turk 182. It's a very different movie.
Oh, I've heard this is about Big Daddy Kane, right? And no, let me get the fucking story out before you come in. And Christian's like the, MacGuffin in a T-shirt. He takes it away from the main drift of this story. It's the first time I saw young Liev Schreiber. And by the way, that'll show you how tight the flowchart was in the Kennedy compound. That you could be the head of the Peace Corps and only rise up the level of sergeant there, because obviously the memory of Joe Sr. was the 4-star general. The memory of Joe Jr. was the 3-star general. The memory of Rose, who received, let's euphemize it and call it many, 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 many Purple Hearts for getting winged in duty by Joe literally attending movie premieres in Hollywood. And this is definitely before Instagram or who's the guy, Levin, with his
Harvey Levin.
Yeah, all sitting around the Algonquin Square table talking about people's peccadillos and indiscretions and that. But Joe used to attend movie premieres with Gloria Swanson on his arm, his mistress. And Rose would have to just sit back there and take it. And that's how, somehow, in that whole Northeast power corridor where, the Jock Whitneys of the world and everybody just run wild, you accrue strong woman status by biting your tongue as your old man capriciously bites the tongues of others. And that's that. Okay, I got to two things I didn't want to get to today. I'm checking off my, I call it a bucket with a hole in it list. Molly, what time is she coming in to save me?
She'll be on in 15 minutes.
What do you want to do?